Welcome students. Today we will discuss about chapter 5 history. What books and burials tell us. Students, basically the books which are very old like Rig Veda. In this chapter we are going to study about Rig Veda, what it contains. Basically there are 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajur Veda and Athar Veda. Students, Rig Veda is the oldest Veda, composed about 3500 years ago. It produces more than 1,000 Hamans, which include suktas. These are dialogues, these are poems. Some of the Hamans in the Rig Veda are in the form of dialogues. Students, Rig Veda has prayers for cattle and horses, and also about children and people and water. The oldest one of the Vedas is Rig Veda, as I told you. These are basically religious texts of Hinduism. The Hamans are composed by rishis, or you can say saints, and these were memorized by the students. Basically, Rig Vedas were oral in Old Vedic Sanskrit. Some of the suktas in the form of dialogue between Saint Vishwamitra and two rivers Byas and Satluj is given in Rig Veda. As I told you, Rig Veda has prayers for cattle, children, especially sons, and horses. Horses were used in battles. Battles were fought for cattle, land, people, and water. About the people, in Rig Veda, it is told that people were grouped in two major categories: Brahmins and Rajas. The Brahmins were the people who were having the knowledge of Vedas, and Rajas were not like the later ones, like Akbar, or you can say Babur, or Chandragupta Maurya. The Rajas in Rig Vedic time were the important personalities or some powerful persons of the society, but they were not having their palaces. The community is described as Jana and Vish. The word Vaishyas come from Vish. Vish or Jana are mentioned by name: Purujana, Bharatvish. The people were divided in two groups. Those who were the Janas, they were the common people, but Dasa and Dasyus were the people who were either the slaves or they were captured in the battles. Burial places. Students, the people who were buried there, and big stones used to around these burial places, they were called megaliths. Megaliths literally means big stones. These were used to mark burial sites. Its practice began about 3000 years ago. It was prevalent through the Deccan, South India, in the northeast, and Kashmir. Stone boulders, as I told you, they were known as megaliths. The burial site one also used by the historians to show that there were some social differences. Some of the burial sites, they were there is an example in Brahmagiri. One skeleton was found with 33 old beads, 2 stone beads, 4 copper bangles, but the other skeletons are not having any ornaments. This shows social status, and this shows social differences. So this is an example that in that time some people were rich and some were poor. One more thing that has been found in the burial sites, that some burial chambers have more than one skeleton, probably meaning that one chamber was used for many members of the same family. The hole in the wall allowed the chamber to be used over and over again. The burial sites were marked by stones. Students, in this chapter we come to know about the special burial at Inamgaon, which is a site on the river God, a tributary of the river Bhima. Here adults were buried in the ground sometime. burieds were within the houses. Vessels with food and water were placed with the dead. One burial vessel with four-legged clay jar was found in the courtyard of five-roomed houses. The Imam Gaon was located in Maharashtra, and it was on the bank of the river Gol. People lived there 3000 between 3600 and 2700 years ago. Many burials were found here where bodies were laid out straight with their heads towards the north and with vessels containing food, water, and these were placed just for respect of the person. Archaeologists believe that most people might have been farmers because traces of seeds and grains such as wheat, barley, rice, pulses, millet, peas, and others were found. Bones of different birds and animals such as buffalo, goats, and some others were found. So this shows that they were using vegetarian and non-vegetarian both. Now coming back towards Rig Veda once again. Rig Veda is the oldest Veda, and Rig Veda is the oldest Veda, and it contains humans in the praise of God. Basically, in that they have contained lot of humans in the form of poems and dialogues, but these humans are in praise of various gods and goddesses. Three gods are especially important: Agni, the god of fire; Indra, a warrior god; and Soma, a plant from which a special drink was prepared. Students, in the last, I wish to tell you that these humans were composed by sages. They are also called rishis. Priests taught students to recite and memorize each word and sentence bit by bit. Most of the humans were composed, taught, and learned by men, but few were composed by women. So, students, Rig Veda is the oldest Veda, and Veda means knowledge. Rig Veda is written in Old or Vedic Sanskrit.